Big wave bodyboarding will blow your mind. Bodyboarders hunt out not necessarily the tallest, but the thickest, slabbiest mutant waves to ride. The tallest waves, which you see at Nazaré and even Cribber in the UK, Mavericks, those big wave spots like Wyomere, they're good, but they're not perfect for bodyboarding. The reason is they've got big lumps on them, and when you fly down the face on a bodyboard, you tend to skip down it. Check out the footage of me at Cribber in Newquay. I blew a massive wave, the biggest wipeout of my whole life, going down the face of a big, huge drop and skipping down the face. The waves that we need for bodyboarding are sucky, hollow, thick mutant slabs, like you get in Western Australia. The initial challenge for bodyboarders is how to catch those mutant slabbing waves. So with surfing, you see a lot of really successful toe surfing going on in big waves. With bodyboarding, you don't see it as much. The reason is it's much harder to tow on a bodyboard. And I mean getting a jet ski, holding onto a rope, being pulled along, and then being pulled into a fast moving wave. With surfers, they can hold onto the tow rope and get whipped into a wave. With a bodyboarder, you just get towed along and you have to follow the line that you're towed into the wave at. So it gets super challenging. What we can do with bodyboarding though, is we can paddle with our fins and catch the wave often as deep as under the lip. Surfers can't do that as well. So with bodyboarding on super sucky, big slabby waves, paddling in with using fins can be an advantage. We spoke to some of the best big wave bodyboarders in the world. Who are they? If you wait till the end of the video, we'll run through the list of who we think are the best rides in the world so that you can check them out. But the best big wave bodyboards in the world had a few really key things that they suggest you use when you go big wave bodyboarding. The first one is, unbelievably, don't use one of the inflation vests. So the big wave surfers in the world swear by using a fast inflation vest so that if they fall off, wipe out, get held underwater, they can pull a cord and it inflates the vest and they come up to the surface. Bodyboarders can't use them. Because you're laid on the bodyboard, the vest makes you too rotund and you can't actually trim and ride the wave properly. Kip Feast, one of the world's, or in fact the world's top drop knee big wave bodyboarder, he does use an inflation vest. You can hear more about his exploits in big waves by watching this video here. Prepare to have your mind blown for what he can do. But yeah, going back to the kit, normal bodyboard, so not a big board. Generally bodyboarders that are riding bigger boards, if anything, would ride a smaller template. The boards aren't weighted down, although that was experimented with in the early days of big wave bodyboarding. Same fins as normal, but obviously really tightly tied onto your feet. You don't want them coming off your feet or you'll be in trouble. And then your standard wetsuit attire, you'd usually wear a wetsuit even if the temperature didn't deem that you needed to, because that's added protection, is going to hold your body together. Helmets, very, very in fashion at the moment. So yeah, we recommend wearing helmets as and when you can. Keep everything safe and sound. So where are the best big wave bodyboarding spots? There's some in Ireland, there's some in Tahiti, but the most condensed area of amazing slabbing waves that I've ever come across and been made aware of is in Western Australia. For a further bit of research for this video, I spoke to a number of guys that have really spent some time in a big bay in an area that we won't name, but there is a wave there called the Right, there's another wave called the House, and there's another wave called Rondogs. Now, the Right in particular is the heaviest bodyboarding spot in the world. It lurches out of deep water, hits an incredible slab, and then goes from top to bottom in the most square fashion with the thickest lips that you could ever imagine. It looks like something you draw on your comic book or on your school book at school. It's insane. The guys that bodyboard there are a little bit screw loose, yeah, I reckon. I know that I wouldn't want to challenge it, but when you see what they do out there, you understand that big wave bodyboarding has been pushed to the outer extremes. So who are the best big wave bodyboarders in the world? Well, for me, it's the older school bodyboarders, and by that I mean ones that are around my age. They are the guys that really pushed the limits when the Right and these other waves were originally found. Leader of the pack, Mitch Rawlins, he is unbelievable in big waves, so solid, cuts the best lines, so ballsy. Then you've got Sean Virtue, then you've got Ryan Hardy, And then, of course, you've got Chad Jackson as well. So the new younger bodyboarders that are now challenging their skills in that area are Louis Finnegan, the yoga guru, who is definitely the fittest guy in the sport, and he's pushing it to the max. Tom Forward, Kyle Ward, Ben Veach, Josh Garner, John Parker, and then the maddest of them all, Shane Ackerman. Check out these guys on YouTube and you'll be blown away with the things you see. Okay guys, so we are loving making this bodyboard instructional series, and we are really pushing things with production value and reaching out to pros to get some epic content. We've got some massive plans for the coming weeks and months. We really need you to like and subscribe, support us in our mission, and you're going to see some awesome content coming your way.